Most cream cheese sitting in California grocery store refrigerators is not actually cream cheese. It is a combination of gums, fillers, modified starch, and stabilizers dressed up in familiar packaging. The FDA says real cream cheese is cream, milk, salt, and a live culture. We checked 7 brands at Sprouts, Whole Foods, Safeway, Trader Joe's, and Walmart. 5 belong back on the shelf, 2 are worth the California premium, and our skip list starts at number 5. In the 5th place, Philadelphia Original Tub sets the bar for over-processed cream cheese in California refrigerators. The familiar blue lid container found everywhere from Safeway to Walmart packs a staggering 13 ingredients into what should be a simple dairy spread. Instead of just cream, milk, salt, and live culture, this tub delivers a cocktail of 4 separate stabilizers, 2 synthetic additives, and preservatives like sorbic acid. Even vitamin A palmitate makes an appearance, all in the name of shelf life and spreadability. The FDA's standard allows for a single stabilizer, but Philadelphia's tub blows past that limit, turning what started as a cultured cheese into a science project. California shoppers pay for it too, at $3.79 for an 8-ounce tub. That's at least a 15% premium over the national average. For a product loaded with fillers, paying more feels like a slap in the face. If you're looking for real cream cheese, this isn't it. Number 4. Trader Joe's cream cheese trades on a boutique, health-conscious image, but the ingredient panel tells a different story. Instead of sticking to the basics, cream, milk, salt, and live culture, this spread leans on modified food starch as a stand-in for real dairy fat. That's the first red flag. The label, available only in-store at Trader Joe's, reveals a formula that starts with cream and skim milk, then pivots to whey and a lineup of thickeners. Modified food starch comes up early, signaling a product engineered for texture rather than richness. Cara bean gum, gar gum, and xanthan gum all make appearances, but what really sets this tub apart is natamycin, an antifungal preservative with no place in traditional cream cheese. At $3.49 for an 8-ounce block, California shoppers are paying a specialty store premium for a formula that still relies on fillers. The result? A spread that's soft and easy to smear, but lacking the tang and density of real, cultured cream cheese. For those expecting the clean simplicity promised by Trader Joe's branding, the ingredient list is a letdown. Number 3. Lucerne Reduced Fat Cream Cheese looks like a bargain in the Safeway or Vons Dairy case, especially when it's on its near-constant 2-for-1 promotion. But that low price comes with a trade-off that's hard to ignore. Instead of relying on the richness of real cream and milk, Lucerne's reduced fat formula swaps in whey protein concentrate and a lineup of thickeners like tapioca starch and carrageenan. The result is a spread that technically fits the cream cheese label but leans heavily on processed protein powders and stabilizers to make up for the missing fat. At $2.99 before discounts, it's one of the cheapest options on the shelf, but the ingredient list tells a different story. This is more science experiment than cheese. The texture is noticeably gummy, and the flavor lacks the tang and depth that comes from live cultures and proper fermentation. For shoppers hoping to save $1, Lucerne's reduced fat tub delivers less of what makes cream cheese worth buying in the first place. Number 2. Great Value Cream Cheese is the poster child for bargain bin dairy that cuts every corner possible. At first glance, the sub-$3 price tag at Walmart looks like a win for budget shoppers, $2.50 for an 8-ounce tub, sometimes even less with store promos. But that low price comes with a hidden cost. Instead of relying on the richness of real cream and milk, Great Value leans heavily on milk protein concentrate, a cost-cutting filler that inflates the protein number but strips away the flavor and mouthfeel people expect from cream cheese. The ingredient list doesn't stop there. Carboxymethylcellulose and calcium propionate step in as industrial thickeners and preservatives, pushing the product further away from anything resembling fresh dairy. What's left is a texture that's oddly bouncy and a flavor that lands flat, more like a protein-enriched spread than a proper cultured cheese. For California shoppers already frustrated by high grocery bills, this is a classic case of getting what you pay for. The savings at checkout come at the expense of quality, authenticity, and taste. If real cream cheese means cream, milk, salt, and live cultures, Great Value's tub barely qualifies. It's a cheap fix, but not a real answer for anyone who cares about what goes on their bagel. And finally, in first place, Kite Hill Almond Milk Cream Cheese Alternative isn't just bending the rules, it's playing a different game altogether. For California shoppers scanning the dairy case at Whole Foods or Sprouts, this tub stands out with its bold vegan and dairy-free labels. But the ingredient list leaves no doubt. There's not a drop of milk or cream inside. The base is almond milk, water blended with ground almonds, then thickened with xanthan and gar gum to mimic the texture of real cream cheese. Mushroom extract steps in as a preservative, while citric and lactic acid bring a manufactured tang. Live cultures and a plant-based enzyme round out the formula, but the end result is a spread that only resembles cream cheese in appearance. At $6.99 for an 8-ounce tub, Kite Hill commands a higher price than many actual dairy brands, all while sidestepping the FDA's legal definition. For vegans or those with dairy allergies, it's a workable substitute, but for anyone expecting the richness, tang, and culinary performance of cultured milk and cream, this is a different product entirely. It's not cream cheese by any legal or traditional measure, and calling it an alternative is the only claim that holds up. California's plant-based shoppers have a right to clear labeling, but for everyone else, this is a pricey stand-in, not the real deal. Number 1. Organic Valley Cream Cheese finally delivers what California shoppers have been paying for all along: real, honest-to-goodness cream cheese that nearly lives up to the label. The ingredient list is refreshingly short: organic milk, organic cream, salt, live cultures, and a touch of locust bean gum as the only stabilizer. That's it. No modified starch, no protein concentrates, no preservatives or mystery additives. The USDA organic seal on the package isn't just window dressing. It means every ingredient passes a higher standard and artificial preservatives are off the table. At $5.99 for an 8-ounce block at Sprouts or Whole Foods, the price sits above mainstream brands, but not by a landslide. For that extra couple of dollars, you're getting a product that actually respects the FDA's benchmark and skips the kitchen sink approach to texture. Organic Valley's cream cheese even snagged a gold medal at the 2019 Los Angeles International Dairy Competition, a rare nod for a national brand. The result is a spread that's clean, tangy, and dense enough to hold up on a bagel or blend seamlessly into cheesecake. For shoppers tired of paying premium prices for glorified processed spreads, this is the accessible upgrade that finally makes sense. And finally, in first place, Bellwether Farms Crescenza sets the gold standard for real cream cheese in California. This is what pure, honest dairy looks like. Just 3 ingredients: fresh Jersey cow milk, live cultures, and sea salt. No gums, no starches, no preservatives. Not even a hint of the stabilizers that dominate the rest of the market. Bellwether's Crescenza isn't just clean, it's celebrated. Multiple first-place medals from the American Cheese Society back up what any cheese lover can taste. A spread that's tangy, rich, and impossibly fresh. The texture is pillowy and melt in your mouth, a world away from the dense gummy blocks and whipped tubs that fill most supermarket shelves. Yes, the price is steep at $11.99 for a modest round, whether you find it at Costco, Buy Right, or through a farm box delivery. But here, every dollar goes toward craft and quality, not a chemistry set of fillers. This is the payoff for shoppers tired of paying premium California prices for processed imitations. Bellwether Farms proves that simplicity and tradition can still win. For anyone who cares about what goes on their bagel or into their cheesecake, this is the real deal. If you've been settling for less, now's the time to reconsider. Let us know which brand you've been buying, and if Bellwether just changed your mind. Across all 7 brands, one pattern is clear. Most so-called cream cheese in California costs more but delivers less of the real thing. Shoppers are paying a premium for processed shortcuts, not cultured dairy. In a state known for quality, demand better. Which brand are you buying, and are you switching now?